Friday, August 22nd, 0902 a.m. New York time. Welcome back, investors, to Winning Wall Street's Money. Since it's after 9 a.m. this morning, that means the time frame for charts on the 4-hour time frame just completed. So we're starting a new 4-hour candle. What a good time to come look at the broad market futures. We'll look at the past 10 days. I say the past 10 days because today's the last trading day of the week. Let's see where we are this week compared to prior week, consolidation or trending, and identify what your bias has been, if you're right or wrong. Again, the futures are already open before the stock market. There are different financial exchanges, and I shared this many times. I said again, the U.S. stock market is 9:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. New York time, regular trading hours. The futures markets trade from 6 p.m. to 5 p.m. Yeah, so they've been open overnight, and they're open now, before the stock market. Looking here at the S&P 500 futures, again, past 10 days. So on the far right, this new candle, that just started at 9 a.m. And the other one just finished. Again, each of these represents 4 hours. So the last week, on the bottom left, here's the low. And we broke it this week. See these long wicks on the bottom? We broke it to a low of last week. And this was the high of last week. This consolidation, the past few days, that's what it is. It's not trending, it's an consolidation. Have you been bearish or have you been bullish? I've been bearish. After we broke this trend line, after this consolidation, after this impulse move down, that was bearish bias. But I was already bearish bias from up here. Mentioned last week, I had closed all my positions, took gains, took profits, went to cash out of all my long positions, and then I was only day trading since the beginning of this week. The 10-year yield. Here's the low of last week. Here's the high of this week. Pretty much in a tight consolidation range. Broke above that trend line. Yields have been going higher. So again, the stock market, equity market, been trending down, and the yields have been going higher. US dollar index also has been going higher. Broke above this trend line. Had a consolidation here. Broke it, back below it. But again, this trend line, the new one was trending up. And that was a longer duration. And this bottom one was a shorter duration. Broke several swing points. This one. Crude oil. High of last week. Low of this week. Consolidation. Impulse move up. Nice. Bullish bias. Good job if you took the longs. Gold. Yep. Last week broke below the trend line and was big consolidation here. Broke below it there. Lower this week. Retracement again. Still grinding down. Part of it has to do with a stronger dollar. Remember, commodities are priced in dollars. Commodities often trade inverse from the dollar. And the euro, of course, inverse from the US dollar. Natural gas. Last week, top left, the high. This past Tuesday, the low. Came down Wednesday and retested it. Nice. Huge consolidation. Impulse move up. Have this impulse move up here. Retracement. So I'm looking for a bullish entry. Maybe we'll get it today on natural gas. And then I'll be selling put options for credit. Maybe I'll use the futures or I'll use the stock ETF UNG. And I'm leaning towards the closest to 45-day contract to collect income. That's a trade idea I just shared with you. Strategy I just shared with you requires you to have an options account in either both the stock or the futures and to have a margin account. See how it plays out. But again, that information, some other videos on how to do that strategy. Silver, look at this, hitting the trend line and reversing. Again, here's the high of the past weeks. Here's the low for past weeks. In the consolidation phase here. And crypto Bitcoin. Wow, look at that. Here's the high of last week. And today made the new low. Again, for the past 10 days, they pump it up and been selling it off. Broke this key level too, prior to that yellow one. These are intraday time frames. More involved for the people that are actually day trading and swing trading. If you're investing, buying, and holding for say 10 years or longer, or dollar cost average, buying on the bullish side, this is less important to you. This is for traders, people that are actively involved in managing their own money, their account. Thank you as always, spending just a little time with me. That's it for the video. Thank you for watching.